Hello students, welcome to the subject of socio-economic analysis of communities. The next lesson in this is religion and culture. In this, let us try to comprehend the meaning and role of religion and culture and recognize the influence of religion on social justice, solidarity and equality. Also, understand the eco-friendly social customs and relation between social customs and environment. What is religion? Religion is one of the basic social institutions. The belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal God, is religion. The word religion is sometimes used interchangeably with faith or set of duties. It is a specific fundamental set of beliefs and practices generally agreed upon by a number of persons or sects. Religion constitutes a set of beliefs regarding the ultimate power in the universe, the ideal and proper pattern of behavior and ceremonial ways of expressing these beliefs. Although religions are found in every type of society, geographic region, historical period, religious experience and practice has varied tremendously. What is essential in some religions is absent or peripheral in others. Beliefs in gods or God is not universal to all religions, and although most religions include prayer and rituals, these are not always present or central. Despite the differences, there are some commonly shared aspects of religious experience. The word religion in many Western languages is derived from the Latin word religiare, which means harmony, to unify, bind together, make whole. In Sanskrit, one of the original meanings for dharma, that is eternal religion, is the same, to bind together as one the whole universe. Religion has evolved out of a human sense of a reality greater than self or the sum total of measurable physical, economical, political or social phenomena. For some, religion is an effort to discover order, that is cosmos, in disorder, that is chaos. It has also been described as a means by which societies interpret life and develop and reinforce codes of morality and conduct in keeping with those interpretations and the requirements of community life. Let us see the role of religion. Religion provides mental peace. Human life is uncertain. He struggles for his survival amidst the uncertainties, insecurities and dangers. Sometimes he feels helplessness. It is the religion which consoles and encourages him in all such time of crisis. He gets mental peace and emotional support. Religion inculcates social virtues. Religion promotes the major social virtues like truth, honesty, non-violence, service, love, discipline, etc. A follower of the religion internalizes these virtues and becomes disciplined citizen of the society. Next, religion promotes social solidarity. Religion gives rise to the spirit of brotherhood. Durkheim viewed that religion strengthens social solidarity. It is true that common belief, common sentiment, common worship, participation in common rituals, etc., are the significant cementing factors which strengthen unity and solidarity. Next, religion is an agent of socialization and social control. Parsons viewed that religion is one of the most important agents of socialization and social control. It has significant role in organizing and directing social life. It helps in preserving social norms and strengthening social control. It socializes individually and exercises control over both individual and group in various ways. As an informal means, religion regulates the activities of people in its own way. Religious organizations like temples, mosques, church, gurdwaras, etc. also control the behavior of the individuals at different level. Next, religion promotes welfare. Religion teaches people to serve the masses and promote their welfare. It gives message that the service to humanity is service to God. For this reason, people spend money to feed poor and needy. Great religions like Hinduism, Islam and Christianity etc. put emphasis on alms, that is giving to the poor and beggars. It develops the philanthropic attitude of the people and thereby injects the idea of mutual help and cooperation. With the influence of religious belief, different religious organizations engage themselves in various welfare activities. Next, religion gives recreation. Religion plays a charming role in providing recreation to the people. Religious rites and festivals are more or less performed in every religion, which gives relief to the people from mental exertion. Similarly, religious lectures, bhajans, kirtans, musical concerts followed by the utterance of hymns etc. gives much more pleasure to the people and provides recreation. Next, religion influences economy. Sociologists like Sombath and Max Weber established the relationship of religion with economic system. Weber observed the influence of Protestant ethics in the development of capitalism. Sombath found the spirit of capitalism in Jewish norms. For the distinct religious principles present in Christianity, capitalism grew in Protestant countries, but not in the country like India, Pakistan, etc. Next, religion influences political system. Religion has played a significant role in political system in the ancient and medieval society. Even in modern times, in many countries of the world, the religion directly and indirectly also influences political activities. During ancient and medieval period, the monarchs were treating themselves as the representatives of the god or ruling the society in the name of God. Even today, many political leaders take oath in the name of God. The political system of the countries of the world like Bhutan, Pakistan, Italy, Germany, England, etc. are influenced by the religion. Next, religion strengthens self-confidence. Religion is an effective means to strengthen self-confidence. There are certain beliefs like work is worship, duty is divine, etc., which is found in various religions, gives strength to the individual and promotes self-confidence. What is culture? It is a complex whole of knowledge, belief, art, moral, laws, customs and other capabilities and habits acquired by the people as member of the society. It is social heritage inclusive of material and non-material aspects. House, food, clothing, tools, equipments and other material items are material aspects, while family, kin group, caste group, education, political organizations, government, economic system, religion, etc. are non-material aspects. Now, let us see the characteristics of culture. Culture is learned through process of socialization, communication and training. Culture is transmitted from generation to generation and it is learned from parents to children. Culture is universal and unique. There is culture everywhere, but every society has its own culture. Culture is static as well as dynamic. It has permanence, but at the same time it changes over the years. Culture is integrative. Different aspects of culture may pull in different directions. Still, there is consistency and integration so that the society is held together. Culture builds conformity. The patterns of behavior in a culture are considered as ideal towards which people are expected to strive. Culture is relative. There is nothing like good culture or bad culture. It is interpreted according to a person or society's own experience. Culture is diverse. Culture varies from country to country and different areas in the same nation. Ecological diversity is an important source of cultural difference. Next, let us see the implications of culture. Ethnocentrism. It is a tendency to consider their own culture that is of high value and superior to all others. This exists worldwide. Next, culture change. Culture change is based on two factors, internal and external. Internal is discovery and invention within the culture. External is diffusion and borrowing from outside the society. Next, cultural lag. Some parts of the culture of people change at faster rate than the other parts. Next is fatalism. It is value for fate than individuals' abilities. Culture is not an accidental collection of customs and habits, but has been evolved by the people to help them in their conduct of life. Each aspect of the culture of a society has a definite purpose and function. Social justice. Social justice in the broadest sense includes political, educational, legal, economic, social and other human rights of the people. Social justice symbolizes the concept of fairness and advocates that no one be discriminated against on the grounds of religion, belief, gender, color, class, wealth and social status. Bell in 1997 defined social justice as a state of full and equal participation of all groups in a society that is mutually shaped to meet their needs. Social justice includes a vision of a society in which the distribution of resources is equitable and all members are physically and psychologically safe and secure. A society in which individuals are both self-determining, that is able to develop their full capacities, and interdependent, that is capable of interacting democratically with others. Justice means the end of all discrimination against individuals and the equality of rights and opportunities. It demands compensation for physical, mental and social inequalities and freedom from dependence on either the owners of the means of production or the holders of political power. Next, let us see equality. Equality is the right of different groups of people to have a similar position and receive the same treatment. It refers as expression of the equal value of all human beings and the precondition for the free development of the human personality. Basic economic, social and cultural equality is essential for individual diversity and social progress. Freedom and equality are not contradictory. Equality is the condition for the development of individual personality. Equality and personal freedom are indivisible. There can be no doubt that different cultures will develop their own institutional forms of democracy. But whatever form of democracy assumes, nationally or internationally, it must provide full rights for individuals and for organized minority opinions. Next, let us see solidarity. Solidarity is unity as of a group or class which produces or is based on unities of interests, objectives, standards, and sympathies. It refers to the ties in a society that bind people together as one. In simpler societies, example, tribal, solidarity is usually based on kinship, ties of familial networks. It is social cohesion based upon the dependence individuals have on each other in more advanced societies. Shared religious beliefs are a source of social solidarity and cohesion, and so would potentially be a means of building social trust, which would make such belief as part of any larger solution. Recognizing the social origin of religion, Durkheim argued that religion acted as a source of solidarity and identification for the individuals within a society. Whether people realize it or not, religion makes up a huge part of someone's life. It affects the way people look at life, communicate with others, spend their time, and how they act. Religion unifies and separates people based on what they believe in. The beliefs, customs, and social norms governing interactions between people in any society and between people and their environment are complex and dynamic. Many traditional beliefs may be difficult for outsiders to understand, as they have developed and continue to develop through long processes of association and interpretation of natural phenomena. Religious practices, perceptions of the spirit world, and notions of magic, as well as detailed observation of the environment, may all play a role in the development of these beliefs. Nature has always been very vibrant, giving, and resilient to a very large extent. Revolutions in the technological and communication fields and the advent of globalization have made an impact on culture. However, it becomes imperative that Indians adapted new things without losing the basic character of long cherished traditions and values, which include environmental conservation. India is culturally rich and diverse country where people speak many different languages with many communities which live in their respective social structures completely depending on their environment to ensure their livelihood. The process of economic growth and development, though vital for any nation's progress, done at the cost of environmental degradation through industrialization and urbanization, transportation, burning of fossil fuels, and deforestation, has led to the emission of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases absorb the heat of solar rays, which result in the warming of the atmosphere, seas, and oceans, leading to floods, droughts, severe storms, melting of ice at the poles, receding of glaciers, and rise in sea water levels. These issues have brought the concern for environmental conservation and sustainable development to the forefront. At the international level, the Convention on Biological Diversity, signed at the 1992 Rio Earth Summit, is dedicated to promoting sustainable development. It recognizes that biological diversity is about more than plants, animals, and microorganisms and their ecosystems. It is about people and our need for food security, medicines, fresh air and water, shelter, and a clean and healthy environment in which to live. In India, at national level, constitutional obligations are there to protect and improve the environment and safeguard the forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife. Traditional knowledge had always contributed to modern medicine and health care. In India, the Biological Diversity Act contains a framework provision for the protection of this rare knowledge of indigenous communities, but it is always in the implementation part that we lag behind. For centuries, indigenous communities were used to survive and adjust their agriculture, fishing and hunting in the event of changes in climate. Now, let us see the eco-friendly social customs. Bishnoi is a religious group found in the western Thar desert and northern states of India. Bishnois follow set of 29 principles given by Guru Jambeshwar. Guru Jambeshwar gave the message to protect trees and wildlife around 540 years ago, prophesying that harming the environment means harming yourself. He formulated 29 tenets. These tenets are not only tailored to conserve biodiversity of the area, but also ensured a healthy, eco-friendly social life for the community. Northeastern region of India is home to diverse tribal and other ethnic groups. These communities meet a substantial proportion of their resource requirements from a relatively small catchment area in which they have been living for a long time. They live in complete harmony with nature. For example, the Meitei communities in the states of Manipur and Assam. Sacred groves or Umanglai, as they are called in the Meitei language, form an integral part of the Manipuri tradition of nature worship. Several species of plants are protected in these groves, which also offer protection to birds and animals. These include teak, several fruit trees like lemon, plants of medicinal value such as ginger, eucalyptus and bamboo. Fishes, waterfowl and other aquatic animals like snails and insects are very common items in the diet of the Meitei. However, many of these animals are not eaten during certain periods, probably with the motive of sustainable harvesting and conservation. Thus, certain religious beliefs and practices help in the conservation of nature and its biodiversity. Similarly, the indigenous inherited knowledge provided by the fishermen of Greater Mumbai and Sindhudurg districts of Maharashtra was found to be rich, varied with potential technical know-how associated with the management of bagnet, shore seine, gill net, long line and traditional trawl fishery. Next is Ethnobotanical Service. Ethnobotanical surveys were conducted during 1998 and 1999 in villages of Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary area situated in the Western Ghat region of Karnataka. The utilization of leaves of Centella asiatica and roots of Echinocarpus frutescens in the treatment of jaundice and diabetes were found to be noteworthy. Though some religious and social customs are eco-friendly, there are some traditions which are not eco-friendly and not good for society. For example, it is customary in a certain community for farmers to scatter seed and plow it into the soil. People will grow up believing that it is the only correct way of planting. Even if the benefits of other methods are explained to them, their strongly held attitudes make it difficult for them to change. So, there is a necessity to utilize the rich heritage of eco-friendly customs and leave the meaningless and useless cultural practices. This is all about the religion and culture. Any doubts?
Hi ma'am, this is Sangavi. I have a question. Can you please explain more in detail about culture change and implication of culture?
Culture changes are based on two factors, internal and external. Internal is discovery and invention within the culture. External is borrowing from outside the society. We can take examples for this individually. In 1813, when the plague disease hit the area and people started to migrate, a culture of celebrating Bonalu was introduced to keep the people together and pray together to a common deity for the healing of the land. Since then, it has become the cultural part of Telangana. And for external, we can quote an example of most of the youth aged between 13 to 20 approximately wearing the same kind of dressing worldwide like shirt and jeans, which is actually aped from the western part of the world. Any more questions? Well then, this is all about religion and culture. Thank you.